Hello, welcome to another Rascal Reviews. Today I'm looking at the Aromamizer RDTA from Steam Crave. So the Aromamizer RDTA from Steam Crave. A bit of an old school one for you here, but still great flavour and still one that I love to vape on. So as you can see on the front of the package, it gives you an instruction on the unique airflow and liquid feed design it has. A nice clear window to see the tank. This one is the black version. And it's got on the bottom there real RDTA tank system, so we'll go into that when we get into it. So on this side here it's got your different models, and this is the 2-post deck, the SC200S. On this side you have the website of Steam Crave, designed by BJ. This side is just the logo, and the same as the back on this side. Yeah, you don't have a packing list, you've just got some information on the RDA itself, the contact details of the company, and a scratch and check authenticity. So if we open it up on the front, so as you can see on the left hand side here you have your RDTA. On this side you have some airflow adjusters that look like vape bands. We'll go through those in a bit. You also have a little bag with some O-rings and some spare post screws. You have a spare glass. Pop the tank out itself, and then underneath you have your user manual, which is just a two-sided piece of paper, and you have a sticker. So we'll pop all that to one side and we'll have a look at the device itself. So the device itself, it's got a nice long chimney, 510 drip tip with this little gizmo on the end here. Basically this is a spitback, anti-spitback little design. I quite like it. It does work and it doesn't restrict the airflow at all as far as I can find. And then you have the top cap here, which basically unscrews your whole thing. This is a old school bottom fill design. So this basically takes it apart. The chimney comes with it. Like you said, it's a nice long chimney on this one, which helps with the flavour. And then here you can see you've got your holes here. If we pop the bottom off, take the deck out, and once you've taken the deck out, on this side you have some holes as well. Now these holes are straight through. And then in here you have your airflow holes. So as you can see, what actually happens is the airflow comes in at the side here, and you've got 4 airflow holes. And then if you can see in there, you have your airflow holes that go to the deck when the deck goes in. So the airflow is built into the side of the chimney. And then what you'll find is these holes here go straight through, and these are actually your filling holes. So you have plenty of option for your filling holes. Zoom in a little bit more on that. So as you can see there, you've got your airflow holes there, which line up with these, and if I move my hand out the way, you can see these go straight through on both sides. And then these holes here, as you can see, go straight through, and that's for filling your liquid. So the deck itself is basically an RDA deck. So it's 2-post, and it's a dual coil. And as you can see in the juice wells there, you have your juice wells, and you've got your 2 holes, which the liquid soaks up into the wicks. So if you can imagine, when this is on top, these holes here, the liquid flows down to the outside of this deck here, and then you won't be able to see here, but you've also got then cutouts underneath where this deck sits, and the juice goes underneath and soaks up to the coils through the wick. Allen head screws. So I'm going to pop a build in this and we'll check out how she vapes. So I've got a nice build in here now. This one comes out at 0.34. It's dual coil Clapton's 2.5mm internal diameter. And as I said to you before about the airflow, so as you can see, you've got your airflow holes here, and it comes with these 2 rubber what look like vape bands, and as you can see, one has 4 holes, one has 2 holes. So basically you pop the rubber band over the device and sit it down over into that recess, and as you can see, you can turn these bands and line them up. So you've got plenty of options. I use the 2 hole, restrict it down to 2 holes for a fairly restricted direct lung vape. You can obviously twist these to take them down to half a hole, or you could have 4 half holes depending on where your deck lines up. You can't actually judge that, it's just where it ends up is where it ends up, so you don't get that direct to coil airflow, but you get plenty of air in there, and it's just a really saturated and tasty vape. So what are my thoughts on the Aromamizer RDTA? It's a great flavour vape. The pros to it are obviously the flavour, and believe it or not, for me, one of the pros is the bottom fill. It's old school. I like it. You can take it off with a fairly full tank. You're not gonna have to worry about spilling. The e-liquid is completely separate from the airflow. You don't get any leaking from this. You get maybe a slight bit if you oversaturate your coils, or you don't wick correctly and you get the deck slightly flooded. You will get some seepage out of the airflow, but that is all you'll get, and that's only if you keep your device on its side. As long as you build it properly and wick it well, then it's not gonna leak at all. One of the negatives for me is the build deck size. Obviously it's only a 24mm tank, and obviously then it restricts you on a 2-post deck. You won't be able to fit anything bigger than a 2.5 internal diameter coil, otherwise you're going to start getting a short on the chimney chamber. But as long as you've got some nice coils, like I say, I'm running 2.5mm Clapton and inside, and the flavour is brilliant. So if you like what you see, head over to the Steam Crave website and check out their range. Thanks for watching.